Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel, and it's Saturday, so that means it's Star Trek Day, and we're back to talk about the Season 7 of Deep Space Nine. It's our Part 2, speaking of two-parters, of the DS9 mega stream, and I've got Irate Prostate and Skep Talk with me. How are you guys?
Joe untrue.
Live wrong and prosper.
Oh, so we covered about 7 episodes worth of stuff last week.
Yes, we did.
And we left off halfway through Till Death Do Us Part, which is episode 17.
Why don't you give us a run through of Till Death Do Us Part?
So Till Death Do Us Part is Sisko and Captain Cassidy Yates are supposed to get married. The prophets tell Sisko, don't do that. And Sisko almost listens. And then he says, fuck you, to the prophets, and marries her. And the subplot to that is that Worf and Ezri have been kidnapped by the Jem'Hadar. Well, actually, they have been kidnapped by the Breen and delivered to the Jem'Hadar.
I mean, the plot is Kai Wynn visits DS9 and tells the emissary that she will officiate his marriage to Yates, to Cassidy Yates, and not the Vedic that Sisko chose. And so after leaving Sisko's office, Wynn has what she thinks is her first vision from the prophets ever, a real one.
Yeah.
Okay. And they say that thus Sisko has faltered, that the prophets have chosen her for a great task, and that she will be aided by a guide who has, and this is important, the wisdom of the land.
Yes.
So Dax and Worf continue arguing after being separately interrogated by the Breen. Worf's jealousy of Julian Bashir is confirmed when Ezri drowsily declares her love for him.
Yeah.
Dukat arrives at DS9 and visits Kai Wynn, posing as Tenon, right? A Bajoran
Angel Tenon.
I say Tenon or Tenon, a Bajoran farmer whose life was spared during the occupation due to Wynn's intervention. Okay, and Wynn believes that that this is the man the prophet sent to be her guide.
And we remember from last week that Dukat was surgically altered to look like a Bajoran.
So he looks Bajoran, and he says something about, I'm a man of the land or something like that. And she goes, oh, the wisdom of the land. Whoa. And Wynn and Angel, because Wynn is about as superficial as a duck pond, quickly become very close to this approval, of course, Solbor, one of Wynn's aides.
Yes.
So Cassidy is angry when Sisko tells her that what the prophet said about their engagement. And they have a discussion with Kira and another vision from the prophets. And Benjamin marries Cassidy in a last-minute ceremony officiated by Admiral Ross. So then, what is it? Wayun orders Damar to go on a trip aboard a Jem'Hadar ship with him and to some unspecified place. And so they get to a rendezvous point, and some Breen soldiers beam in along with Dax and Worf. And Wayun announces that the Breen have allied themselves with the Dominion. Isn't that great?
Yeah, awesome. And this is really cool because this is the first time in Star Trek canon that we ever see Breen.
Right.
Yeah,
we hear about the Breen
a lot.
Yeah.
It's the first time we lay eyes on the Breen.
Yeah.
But we never see what they look like.
No, we never know what's under that helmet.
But they have some dandy suits.
Yes. And they're freezer suits.
They're refrigeration suits. Yeah.
That's how they sound. And so we've got so this whole Till Death Do Us part. Actually, Penumbra is the first part of this whole thing. It's 8 parts.
Right.
Do Penumbra is actually the first. You know what the original name of this episode was? Was Umbra.
Oh.
So yeah, and they changed the name for some reason. I don't know why they changed the name, but they did.
So we've got like 3 or 4 different subplots here, and a couple of them finish up and are replaced by other very interesting ones. But we've got Cisco and his journey with the prophets and their prediction that there will be nothing but sorrow if he marries Cassidy.
Right.
We've got Kai Wynn and Ducat trying to release the paw wraiths.
He's the devil in her ear.
Yeah. We've got Ezri and Worf trying to escape from the Breen and the transformation of Legat Dumar.
You also have the cool thing of Kai Wynn admitting that she's been a fake the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I did too. And I loved that the conversation she had with Kira, basically looking for Kira's permission. Right?
Yes.
Right.
And forgiveness. And Kira's like, well, you've got to step down. And she's like, but
I'm the Kai.
I'm the Kai.
Kais can't step down.
Right.
Kais don't step down.
It goes to 11. It's like that doesn't compute. Yeah, and then there's also the aftermath of the death of Jadzia, and Worf and Ezri are trying to figure out how they fit together.
I also wanted to say when Kira is making the assumption that Kai is going to step down, there's a moment of near acting that occurs there.
Yes. I found that Kira did a lot more.
She got close to actually acting on occasion.
Yeah. Did y'all know that this is some scuttlebutt from backstage during this? She and the guy that played Julian Bashir got married. The actress did.
Nuh-uh.
For 5 years, yeah.
Captain Weeb said at least Kira wasn't as bad as Tasha Yar. You know what? I'll give you that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Captain Weeb, thank you, sir, for the $1 donation that says, I still can't believe Cisco punched me. What an asshole. So we have so we've got a lot of very interesting, and we'll get to other stuff in a bit.
Kira and Bashir got married in real life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blow me away.
The actors
I'm just absolutely blown away.
Yeah, the actors that played them got married in real life. And the fucked up thing is, I think that when the actress who played Kira was pregnant, which is why they had that to write in that accident where Kira had to end up carrying Roshi. That was the actor who played Bashir's baby. But they wrote it in so that she was carrying O'Brien's baby in the show.
Oh, wow.
There's a little mind fuck there for you.
Oh, wow. Oh my.
So I love just to touch on the Breen plot. I love watching the transformation of Dumar here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his arc is fantastic.
Yeah.
And surprised me.
I
was not expecting that.
Neither was I. I was expecting and they play on the implied bias that they've instilled in us about Cardassians, right?
Yes.
And
Cardassians are bad. Period. Dot. End of statement. They have no redeeming values. They're just pure bad.
Yeah. And that was brilliant writing that they played on the previous canonical basically stereotype and bias that they gave us and the characters
Yes.
about Cardassians. Like
Right.
Worf in TNG, Cardassians have no honor. He's Cardassians and Romulans, they have no honor.
Right.
O'Brien, and his dealings with the Cardassians on Setlik 3. It's just they established that Cardassians are not to be trusted and that they are not good people. And then you see Dumar watching the Dominion break their side of the alliance with the Cardassians.
Yeah, and basically occupying a Cardassia.
And Garrick even points out several times that he's like, isn't this interesting for us? We get to experience what Bajor did.
Yeah, the tables are turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to see when Dumar comes in and frees Ezri and Worf, that was a complete like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And he says, send a message to the Federation. They have an ally on Cardassia.
Right.
It's like, oh, yes. That's a great
but that arc that whole paradox is really good writing.
It was.
Just from a plot standpoint, I was like, damn, man, this is, they're doing a little poetry here. Nice.
Yeah. That was very grown up. I like that.
What did you think about? Oh, I forgot the subplot about Gowron and what he does to Martok. What an asshole! Holy crap!
Boys will be boys.
He's such a narcissist and egomaniac that he's like, "Hey, General, fuck your honor."
Right.
Yeah, but he looks like Lemmy.
It's all about me. It's all about me. Me.
Yeah. He can't stand to be fucking upstaged by Martok's bravery. One Eye himself.
Yep.
Kind of an Odin-esque kind of vibe to that, I thought. Great character.
I really like Martok.
Yes.
He's a great character.
I've got a barrel of 2309 blood wine. We're gonna celebrate.
Yes. And the fact that Worf had to do what he did, and everyone's like, Worf, and he's like, no, I'm not your chancellor. Martok should be your chancellor. Because Worf realized he had to kill Gowron. Because he knew that it would be treasonous for Martok to do it.
Right. And he was like always that disaccommodated, I thought that once he was disaccommodated in Next Generation that there was really never any real coming back from that for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Even when he got his honor back.
Even when he met Kern, his brother.
Yeah.
Right? And shit. So
I think the only thing that saved him was Martok making him his brother.
Yes.
And that wouldn't have happened if they hadn't have been captured by the Jem'Hadar together. And Worf chose to fight the Jem'Hadar instead of Martok because Martok had been so grievously injured.
This is a side question. You might be able to. What happened to Kern? Was he killed by Duras?
No, he was. He's mentioned. He has land. He has a seat on the council.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, Gowron was like, I'll take your brother's seat away from him.
But he's in like semi-retirement.
Acting like a little bitch.
Yeah.
See, when Garon started playing politics and stuff, that shit's gay.
And he was so bad at strategy. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Like, just, and not listening to he was such a bad leader, just not listening to his generals, just not, I mean, Duras would have been worse, but still, Gowron just, he screwed up. And of course, since Ezri and Worf get back home because of Dumar, we now have 2 new subplots introduced. The plot of Kira and Garrick and Odo going to teach Cardassians how to be terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
And Section 31.
Yes.
And the changeling virus that we find out was actually engineered by Section 31 and given to Odo on purpose.
So he could infect.
The Fowlers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have about 3 episodes worth of O'Brien and Julian trying to first scientifically solve the problem of the disease, because they don't know at first that this was a Starfleet thing. So Julian tries everything he can to reverse engineer basically this virus and figure out.
I got a question here. All right, what did y'all think about the good guys going to that length to destroy their enemy? But I mean, because that asked a broader question, actually. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was a really good device. I think that DS9 is really, really good at blurring the lines between good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
I find that in Voyager and Next Gen and especially TOS, it's very cut and dry. Who are the good guys and who aren't? And even when you have Federation guys who have gone bad, they've gone very bad.
Mm-hmm.
In TOS, like that one, the one guy who created a new planet,
the Nazi planet.
Yeah, the Nazi planet.
Yeah.
Like, so in DS9, you have so many blurred lines between good and evil. And you've got people in the Federation that the Federation very quickly tries to denounce, but they are very much a part of the Federation, creating this biogenic weapon. Even Cisco did a few line blurry things in this series. So it's a very, very good writing device to keep things interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And morally ambiguous.
Yes, very morally ambiguous.
Which creates tension, which creates conflict, which is what drives drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grillin' Pirate Pete said, does anyone else think 31 was right in making the virus? That's a hard question.
Yeah, well, see, all right, based on the founder lady, all right, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because that woman was she was evil.
She was evil.
I mean, just kill them all. Kill them all. Well, it's going to take a while. Well, get busy.
Yeah. Kill all the Cardassians. That'll be a while. Well, then you should get to it. Like, okay. Or with those Vorta doctors. They haven't found a cure yet. Oh, well, kill that batch of clones and reactivate the next one. And they'll try it. May get them to do something different. So, Like, whoa.
Yeah. And Wei Yun's character is great too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely day for the. It's like whatever.
I love Damar when Wei-Yun 7 gets killed and Wei-Yun 8 walks in and he's just laughing. And he's like, maybe you should go talk to Worf again. Like, and we have Kira and Garrick and everybody going to the Cardassia Prime, and they end up being betrayed by Gul Rusat, or was it Gul Rusat?
His name was kind of weird. It was like,
it wasn't Rusat. He was the guy it was Gul, some guy. I don't know. I don't remember. But he was a sniveling.
Was it Leggett Mar?
No, Mar was the guy that ended up turning good.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember that dude's name. Ugh.
But the guy who's Ravok.
Okay.
That's who it was, Gul Ravok. He was supposed to be in league with Damar, but he ended up turncoating. But they escaped and end up back in Anabran Tane's house.
Yeah.
With his housekeeper, Mila.
Right.
And are basically doing counter revolution or revolutionary terroristy type stuff out of the cellar.
Right. Good old Maquis kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. The traditional Maquis, like French.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and and it becomes.
I really like the housekeeper.
Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome, man.
All attitude, just.
Yeah, and Garrick loved it. He was loving every minute of it.
The two of them playing off each other was just perfect.
It was like a mother and a son.
Yes.
Very much so.
Very believable. Yeah, he's a great actor.
And when Mila gets killed and he just loses it.
Yes.
He's like, I only have one motive now, and that's revenge.
Yeah.
Yep. And you could see him. That was great acting. You could just see the feeling drain out of him, and what was left was hate.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I don't care about Cardassia anymore. The Cardassia I knew is gone.
It's gone. That's right.
All I care about is revenge.
Right.
And Kira's like, that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just.
That's a motivator too.
Yeah, I got Cold War vibes still off of that. It was almost like a Soviet spy. Can't go back to Mother Russia.
Yeah.
Now that it's the Federation.
Spy that came in from the cold, kind of.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Just a great character. Good acting on his part too.
Really, truly.
That dude was underrated as an actor. I think he's
the guy who played
Andrew Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Costin asks, have we heard of War Runner? No, I have not.
War Runner.
War Runner.
War Runner.
Is it a book, Costin? Is it a movie?
Lore Runner.
Is it War Runner or Lore Runner?
Lore Runner.
Lore Runner. What's Lore Runner? I've never heard of that.
Lore Runner is a YouTube channel. Mondays and Tuesdays are episodic ruminations. Friday cover ruminations of games and movies. Okay, so it looks like it does episodes of different fantasy series, magic, fantasy, and science fiction series.
Mm.
Discussion analysis type stuff.
Somebody else said Lode Runner, Lode, like Lodestone. Now I'm all confused.
Yeah,
I
don't know. We'll get it figured out.
just
Lord,
upside
Monday.
down. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Anybody can be a Starship Enterprise captain. I'm Captain Buckwheat. Buckwheat like to be on a bridge. Look at them red shirts. They're gonna die. I could do buckwheat for hours.
Eddie Murphy's buckwheat, man.
I love Eddie Murphy's buckwheat. It's one of my favorite characters.
That's great. So we've got so I want to know how many times your guys' quote unquote allergies acted up.
Oh my. In the changing face of evil, the I didn't weep, but I had a happy moment, and it was the when they find out that the Florida cloning facilities have been destroyed.
Yes. That was awesome.
That was
just a happy moment for me.
Satisfaction.
I just went, oh yeah, you wrote that in there, didn't you? You did it.
Nice dopamine payoff on that one.
Yes, that was a nice dopamine payoff. It's exactly what that was. So that was a very happy moment for me on that one.
The obvious heartbreaker for me was realizing that Cisco, that he had to die physically.
See, but did he die or did he just, because he says I'll be back?
Yeah, they leave it. They leave it vague, ambiguous. Yeah. And I sort of didn't like that.
Well, I mean, if Ducat was dead, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like the physics would work differently with Cisco.
Yeah, I just I wanted some closure with Cisco that I did not get.
Yeah,
they left it in a place where I just kind of went, oh,
I got my fifis up.
Yeah, and so
where I got really sad was at the party where Vic starts singing.
Yes, I was going to say at Vic Fontaine at the end when he was singing at that, I actually had to stop it a couple of times. My allergies were kicking in so bad. I really truly did. It was just, and stuff has an effect on me. It really does have an effect. It, you care about these people. I did care about these people.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another place that I had, it really affected me was when Major Kira said goodbye to Odo.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
I have one complaint was the montage shit.
Oh, the back through memory lane thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it seemed like a time fill to me. I think if they did that today, they would have probably left that out and just
they almost had to do something.
Cut it down.
They had to say, remember all the times when, that now we're not going to have any more of those times because that's why you do that.
That's fair though. For 7 years at 26 episodes a season, I mean that's a shitload of shit to remember.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, you're right.
And so they had to convey some way that sense of loss, that tangible sense of loss that both of them felt, and that's the other thing was that you wouldn't, you might not. Well, Odo's not really going to feel that because of what he's going toward, but you could tell he felt it too.
Yeah,
at least I did. I thought so.
And
those two places.
What really got me even more than the Vic singing was that about 5 minutes of orchestral.
Yes.
After that, there's no dialogue.
No.
But it's they're doing the same song that Vic did,
Yeah.
but it's just orchestral.
Yep.
I don't know if it's because of just the musician in me, but
I've got the musician in me too.
Yeah.
What do you play?
Well, I sing.
She's a guitar player too.
I do play guitar. I'm not as good as I am at like piano. I took 8 years of piano.
Oh,
Serious
wow.
piano player.
I took 6 years of vocal. Actually, I started vocal because I wanted to learn the flute, but then we found out I could sing, so I
Sweet.
just stayed doing vocal lessons.
That's cool. We'll have to hear some of your stuff. I might dig up two, maybe 3 songs from my past that I may be on.
I've thought about doing like covers and like just finding some, because I'm not good enough to do music to sing to. And I don't have a keyboard, but I would like to do some singing at some point.
I'd love to hear that.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I sing like Lemmy now.
Star Trek, Prospero says Star Trek is, if anything, very heavy on, let's see, heavy on lore and emotion. Yes. Very heavy on emotion. I think this, though, was the most emotional of the series, especially when you had the war scenes. First, like the space battle, and then when General Martok, Sisko, and Admiral Ross are standing basically amid fire, surveying the wreckage of Cardassia. And you see, the two very different attitudes towards war.
Yeah.
Karaoke night on Minions. Wait, there's a karaoke night on Minions? Prospero says karaoke night on Minions has just changed for the better. That would be fun. What's my vocal style? I would say rock and 90s, some 90s pop, not very much, mostly rock. Yeah, I would say mostly rock. I like to, if I sing along with male singers, I either sing up an octave, or some male singers have the same, because I'm an alto, right? So I can sing in I can sing in the key and octave of some male singers, but others I just go up an octave. So yeah.
So if you had your druthers and you were in like a cover band for a band, who would it be?
If I had my druthers for a cover band, ooh.
Yeah, and you're the singer.
That's hard.
I'll tell you who mine would be.
Who's that?
Kept all through the twilight.
Tiny Tim, man.
Trees and tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
See, the proper way to play the ukulele, yes,
is not in front of queer kid stuff.
Exactly. You knew exactly where I was going.
I know. Poor Teddy. Blink twice if you're in trouble, Teddy.
Yeah, he was doing some kind of SOS shit the other day with his eyes. Yeah.
I can sing jazz and blues, Bjorn. It's just not my favorite, like, style of music. But I can't. I can sing jazz and blues fairly well.
I think if you can sing anything, you probably can sing all of it, right?
I was classically trained. My vocal teacher would hate to hear me sing the stuff I sing.
So if you were going to sing metal, though, who would you sing?
Hi, people.
Whose
Pinkalo's here.
voice would you say you're sounding more like? I'm sorry, we're
That's fine. If I were to sing metal, I can do.
you do Priest.
I do Metallica. I
Okay.
do. I do all over the place. I do.
She sings whatever she is listening to.
I do.
As we all do.
Literally everything.
I'm editing. I'm going through 180 videos right now from my driving, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna have to mute. I keep hearing myself sing, and I want to punch myself.
Can I sing the Star Trek Enterprise theme song? No.
Oh yeah, that.
La 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 la.
Yeah, the end of it.
I will not sing the Star Trek Enterprise theme song because it sucks.
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, I go skip intro right now. Skip, 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 skip.
Sorry. So what's the best intro music? It's been a long road.
Yeah, I hate that
Getting
fucking song. But
I know it's horrible.
I'd say the best Star Trek intro. Oh, that's hard. Mostly because I grew up with
Voyager. Voyager's the best.
I was gonna say either Voyager or TNG, but that's just because I grew up with TNG.
Yeah, TNG's got more of a fanfare kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
I like Voyager just because it's cool. I just like the.
I love watching the Voyager intro with my kids.
Yes, and I love watching it too. That's the
because Alex is like, "Wow, what's that?" I'm like, "That's Voyager." Voyager?
visually
awesome.
So cool. Yeah, and that's an appropriate reaction to it. So yeah,
but he doesn't like the wormhole in DS9's intro. It's like, I don't like that. It's scary.
It's sudden, that's for sure. It's sudden.
So, what did you guys? Oh, wait. What does Bjorn of Gull City sing? Oh,
no, I don't even.
Anyway,
Why don't I? What is that?
Star Trekking is the best Star Trek song. Oh, is that the Star Trekking across the universe? That one? Prospero, is that the one you're talking about? There's Klingons on the starboard now, starboard now, starboard now. There's Klingons on the starboard now, Jim. That one?
Oh my god.
I love that song.
Star Trekking across the universe, really?
It's hilarious. It's like a 5-minute song. Yes, yeah. See, that's the one she meant. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys will have to look it up. It's funny.
Somebody
Star Trekking across the universe on the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk. Star Trekking across the universe, boldly going forward because we can't find reverse. Lieutenant Uhura report there's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow. Analysis, Mr. Spock. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. Captain. It just goes on. Medical update, Dr. McCoy. Blah blah blah.
Dead, Jim.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim.
Was it some kind of like
it's a song?
Like all our base are belong to us.
We come in peace.
Kind of thing. Or is it the filking thing? You remember that?
Yeah.
Skep, filking?
Filking.
Yes. So is that a filk song or a
I can't remember who did it.
This is The Firm did this. The name of the group is The Firm.
Like with Jimmy Page, that version of The Firm and Paul Rogers?
No. no, this is it's a comedy group. It's a group of comedy people.
Okay, cool.
And the album was Star Trekkin'. The Firm. It's a comedy group. It actually was part of Dr. Demento's 20th anniversaries. Release of.
Understood.
So there you go.
Say no more.
The biggest hit for the comedy band The Firm. Star Trekkin' makes fun of the then current craze for Star Trek with impersonations of most of the main characters: Kirk, Uhura, Spock, Bones, and Scotty.
Martin says, what's BP's favorite Next Generation character? Data. With Geordi as a close second.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say Geordi because that's too obvious. Shut up, Pincalo. He said, I'm blind. I like Geordi. Oh, Green Thunder says there's another hilarious thing. Have you seen the cast of Frasier on Voyager? Yes.
Oh, wow.
The cast of Frasier on Voyager?
Yes.
What?
Yes, it's friggin' awesome.
What was this a spoof or what?
Yeah, it was a spoof. Yeah.
I know Kelsey Grammer was a big Star Trek fan.
He
was in that episode.
Cause and Effect.
Yeah, when they were in that
Captain
bubble.
Morgan.
Oh my God, there they are.
Yep.
I may have to see this.
It's hilarious.
But it's 3 p.m. Let's revisit the Frasier Star Trek Voyager crossover event. Interesting.
It was great.
Fascinating.
I love Frasier, says Martin H. I do too.
The year was 1996. It was a blessed time in television history when viewers could travel to the farthest depths of the Delta Quadrant and the highest heights of Seattle high-rise all in 1 week. And yet, there was still something missing. We had not yet seen the cast of everyone's favorite white-collar comedy. Frasier joined forces with the cast of the third or possibly fourth best Star Trek property for a hilarious crossover event that would go down in history as having occurred on television. That is, until the genius producers of Behind Star Trek 30 Years and Beyond Anniversary Special said, make it so. And the resulting sketch finds Captain Janeway with Kate Mulgrew back at the helm of her wayward ship, only her crew has been replaced by the cast of Frasier.
It was great.
Neurotic personalities, sitcom-appropriate quips, not suited for deep space exploration. Martin Crane does a little backseat driving from the comfort of his recliner. Niles is pretentious as ever and applies a banality filter, in quotes, to the ship's communications. Roz tries to get a date because apparently that was her thing, and even Daphne gets to flex her abilities as a psychic, which was apparently still an occasional plot device on Frasier at the time. All in good.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Hilarious. That was, I was just looking at.
I was crying the first time I saw that spoof. I was in tears. I was laughing so hard.
You know, the only one who didn't show up to do that was Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer,
and he said the reason was because he had actually been on.
Yes.
Next
Generation, right?
Yeah, in season 5 in Cause and Effect, which is kind of interesting.
He got a 30-second thing where he got to say like 2 things.
Yeah,
it was. It's kind of interesting, but anyway, there's even a live performance by the one and only Kenny G, which plays over a slideshow of CGI space effects from the franchise's history. That's amazing. I've got to watch
that's pretty cool, man. Yeah,
that just sounds wonderful.
So, what do you guys think of this season? Because mostly, I find that most last seasons
are awful.
they're well,
They're give up. They're shark jumping give up seasons.
Right.
Like they have a couple of good episodes,
but most
of them are just eh.
The good material has been done. There's not more good writing, and this still had good writing.
Yeah, this thing. It ended with it. It ended like it should have. You know, it ended with some stories ending, some stories continuing, and it was definitive, and it was like,
justice.
Yeah,
it was good enough to do it justice. I was very impressed. One of the best season endings. You know, I judge. I heavily weight the final season of a television event's lifetime, how I judge its life on its last season. You know, like MASH, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Fuck yes.
Yeah, Breaking Bad, the last season was the best season.
Without it, absolutely.
And this was an awesome. I don't know if it was the best season, but it was an excellent season. And the ending was just, it was like you said. I mean, I was in tears.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be over, and I loved the whole thing.
Well, and for me, you know, it was like my favorite fucking out of all the characters in the Star Trek universe, my favorite captain like becomes part of this, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Continuum of spiritual / wormhole beings.
Yeah.
It was sad for, you know, that was the saddest moment for me, was knowing that he had to sacrifice himself. That's why they told him not to marry what's her name.
Yeah.
You know, and she was pregnant.
Yeah. Let's see. What year was that? What year did that come out?
99.
That 99 was the last year of that?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. It would have been about. It has an ending that is a little bit. The way that they write his character in that indeterminate ending is similar to a guy who was sort of writing the Harry Potter stuff of the 1980s, a guy named David Eddings. He wrote the Belgariad and the Malloreon, and he also wrote a series called the Sparhawk series. And in it, he had a kind of a Dungeons and Dragons type knight type character who was a person. He was the only person for whom the gods could not tell his destiny.
Ah.
And that's kind of what Cisco turns into. It's so similar. It makes me almost think it was a shout out to Eddings, who by this time was dead.
Yeah.
But actually, he would not have been dead by then. He still would have 5 years to live. He died in 2005.
It almost seems to me like at the time they were expecting not to have another, like I think they knew Deep Space Nine was over, but I think maybe they were expecting to
maybe a spinoff or
maybe
something.
do a spinoff or a game.
Yeah.
Maybe where Cisco comes back. That's what it seemed like to me.
They're leaving a hook in the cannon. Maybe. Hard to say.
More fucking Discovery could use his ass. I'm just saying.
Discovery.
Holy fuck.
That's a nightmare. I don't consider Discovery canon at all. So
it's not. It can't be.
Because it's inconsistent.
Yeah, because the fucking Klingons look like
Klingons are, you know.
They look like the creature from the Black Lagoon. I mean, fuck. What the fuck happened, man?
It looks like Satan surfers.
Yeah, they made them skinheads and shit, right? And then they put facial hair on them the second year. It was like,
it's the latest thing. We're growing our hair out.
Yes.
Yeah. Those Klingons do that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, see, there was an explanation for why the Klingons looked more humanoid. You know, and during the original series, and then they look more traditional selves, and everything else was because of they had genetically engineered this bacteria, and what it did was it turned this whole like generation of Klingons into humanoids, more humanoid than they were anyway. Um, that's the way I heard it.
So, what did you guys think about the episode where Julian and O'Brien actually go inside Sloane's mind?
I'm gonna step out and just tell you that I liked it. I thought it was a cool device, and I know that it was a big ask of the audience to suspend disbelief for that, and there was a big ask, but I bought it all the way. But by that time, I would have done anything the writers asked me to. I was well conditioned at that point. I liked it.
No, I did. I thought it was really cool that they and the like, because I like the psychologically centered episodes too a lot. And Star Trek does a very good job of those. I'm one of the only people that actually liked the one in the first season. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, Alan Moraine. Like, I like that episode because it's interesting to me. Walk Along Home, I think it's called. And we have we have a lot of good examples of psychologically good episode, like interesting episodes like this one. Or in TNG, Masks in season 7, where they bring on the 87 million year old library, and Data embodies all the characters from the folk tales of the people.
Yeah.
Masaka is waking.
Yeah.
Or the Schizoid Man, the one where the father of Noonien Sung's work, Ira Graves, implants his mind into Data, and Data goes crazy.
God, I completely forgot about those episodes.
Like, they're just brilliant and Night Terrors even.
Yeah, that's a great
TNG.
episode.
Great psychologically.
Very almost Lovecraftian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very, very, good shit. That was a great episode. We all knew something weird was going on.
Clicky,
click.
Alan Moraine, then 3 more. Alan Moraine, if you can see Alan Moraine, you'll come with me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one. Yeah.
Apparently, that was Avery Brooks's least favorite
What's
episode. Yeah, because they asked him in a panel if he had a least favorite episode, and he just started singing that song.
Oh,
his panel discussions are pretty cool. I like the guy.
I still like the link you sent me about him. Basically, when the guy's like, what was it like to be the first black captain in space? And he's like, what? Like, basically, like, what do you mean how do you play a black captain?
Yeah, right, exactly.
He's like, I don't get up every day and go, I'm going to do black man things today.
That was so funny, man. And I love the way he diffused the kind of the tension that obviously was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
When it was asked, it was like he's good. He was very, very classy dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The more I watch Deep Space Nine, the more I like Sisko. I didn't like Sisko at first. Like, when I first started watching Deep Space Nine, I was like, Sisko is awful. And then the more I watch him, the more I watch this series, I'm like, Sisko's not half bad. I like Sisko. Like, he's still no Picard, right? But he's a different kind of good captain.
Right.
Like he cares just as much for his crew as Picard did.
Mhm.
He's, you know, he's a good captain. He's just a good captain in a different way.
Right. Yeah. He's like he's more about esprit de corps. Whereas, Picard was more like, I like it this way and this has got to,
Yeah.
it's like blah, blah, blah. Whereas he's a little more flexible and he has that kind of that real loose approach to command, which, can be very effective,
Yeah.
given the situation.
Yep.
I like how the writers of Star Trek were able to give us 5 distinct captains.
Mm-hmm.
Each with personality.
Yeah, each with their own personality, their own flaws, their own incredibly good strong points.
Yes.
Their own baggage.
Yeah, their own libidos.
I like that he punched Q, says all you need.
Q is still one of my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Characters in all of Star Trek. Not to drill down into that, but Q would have been right at home in this.
It's interesting that Q didn't appear with this whole wormhole thing. Now that you think about it,
no,
that's interesting.
I think they wanted to back away from that.
I mean, because it's a similar kind of life form. When you think it's a continuum, I don't know. Oh shit!
I think they wanted to focus more on something different.
Q can suck all the oxygen out of a room very quickly.
Yeah.
And they wanted to let some other people do a little bit of breathing. I thought that was a really good move.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a good homage to have him in one episode.
Yep.
But I think it was good that they only had him in one.
I agree with you. I for the exact reason it can become the Q show very quickly.
Right. He's a very, very powerful actor. Yeah. I mean, not powerful, like, you know what I'm saying? He's got a presence.
Yes.
So, yeah. Plus, just who he is. He has extraordinary capabilities.
Yeah.
As soon as he enters in the scene, everything in the show is going to start to revolve around him. He has a lot of gravitational pull.
Yeah. What did you think about his portrayal in Breaking Bad?
I haven't seen it.
Skep?
Who? Q?
John Delancey, yeah.
In Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
He didn't play Q in Breaking Bad.
No, he didn't play Q.
Oh, yeah, he was in there. I basically thought every actor who was in Breaking Bad was amazing. Just amazing. Yeah. I don't know of a single bad performance in there. They're just all firewalled. Excellent.
Yeah. Well, the whole codependent thing, I thought, you know what I'm saying? Because his daughter was the addict and shit. So his daughter had just died of an overdose, and he's an air traffic controller. And
yeah.
It's very powerful. Good acting. He's a good actor.
We could probably have a stream on Breaking Bad.
Dude.
Of course, I don't know if Blind Press even watched that. Did you see Breaking Bad?
No.
Okay, so
I'll watch again and again.
Focus back on Star Trek.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No worries. I didn't mean for that to go down. We're all spurred on this bus.
The show.
I think we've actually got through it in 2 streams.
I'm trying to think. Is there? I just love that scene at the bar at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just left me feeling so mellow and good and happy and at peace about the whole thing.
I would agree. It was a great way to wrap it. Out of all the series, they did the best ending.
Oh yeah. Well, TOS.
Wow. Poor TOS.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
I think we actually got through it all in 2 streams.
It's amazing. But that last episode, it's a 2-parter, like smashed together.
Yeah.
And that really just it ties everything up. As a matter of fact, it had room to spare, I think, and that's where the montage came in. So yeah, they did a good. It was good economic writing.
And the battle was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Like, even though I couldn't see it, the sound effects were fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm down with that stereo effect.
Yeah.
I'm into 3D sound and shit.
I actually listened to that episode with headphones on purpose.
Yes. It's the Breen ships and the Dominion ships, and then we had Cardassian.
Did anyone else cheer when the Cardassians switched sides?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
like,
great.
Yeah, Cardassia! Wait, what? That's what I did.
What am I saying? Yeah, I was that way too. I said, yeah, Cardassian's going to be a good guy for a change.
Yeah. I wasn't real clear on what happened with Garak. Huh. I guess he just stayed on Cardassia.
I think he did.
No. There was a line about what his future was. That is what he was going to do.
Okay. Then I must have missed it.
Yeah. Oh, when he was talking to Bashir, right?
Bashir, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I just rewatched that this morning.
Such a good episode. I'm definitely going to be rewatching the whole series again.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. I have so many episodes that you guys have pointed out. You got to watch this one. You got to watch that one. I have so many of those that I'm going to watch. Eventually, I'm just going to sit down and watch it wall to wall, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, but I'm loving me some DS9. I am a DS9 convert, I tell you this, and a Voyager convert too, for that matter.
I'm wondering if we're both going to become Enterprise converts, because this seems to be happening. Like,
Manny Cotto, when Manny Cotto took it over the last season, the fourth season, it changed drastically, and the way that they were telling the story and stuff, and I thought it was a lot better. I'm a big fan of Manny Cotto, 24, all that shit. Anything he touched, I loved.
Did it get a lot better?
Yeah. That whole fourth season is fantastic. It's really energetic. Now everything before it's got its moments. It's got its farts. You know what I'm saying? It's not perfect. And there's a couple of weak places. Yeah.
Because I just looked it up. Our first 2-parter for Enterprise is Shockwave. Episodes 25 of season 1 and 1 of season 2.
Okay, so it's a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Enterprise?
Yep.
It's been a long road.
We gotta do Enterprise.
Getting from there.
I want to take my castor oil.
Oh, you know what, Skep? I want to hear y'all sing that song and play it.
You'll have to. I won't sing it.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to it and see if it's something that lends itself to the guitar and banjo. I might work something up.
Yeah, it's the only song. It's the only opening of a Star Trek series that has lyrics with it.
It sounds like friggin' Brian Adams is singing it. And it's
Yeah, it
terrible.
does. Yeah, it does.
Brian Adams. No. Canadian government can't possibly apologize enough for that.
No, they can't. Every time somebody
Cuts like a knife.
Every time somebody makes fun of me for liking Nickelback, I look at them and go, "Do you like Brian Adams?" And they shut up. They shut right up because most people that do make fun of me for liking Nickelback do like Brian Adams secretly. So, yeah.
There's the Star Trek theme on ukulele. You just heard it.
Sweet.
Dude, what are you doing?
I know. I know. Thanks, Jim. He's dead, Jim.
I love having dicks in my mouth.
Well, guys, you've whiled away another hour with us. I hope you had fun, and
We did.
I hope
Really?
you'll come back next week when we talk about Enterprise. And since there's only 4 seasons, there can't be very many two-parters, so it won't be very long. And then we'll start on the favorite episodes that what we've decided is each of us are going to pick from each series. I think it was 3 episodes.
Oh, 3 from each series.
And we each get to talk about our top 3 favorites from each series.
I know that won't be any trouble at all.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, that's one of my top 3.
So
yeah, we'll definitely
no
have
trouble
overlap.
at all. Yes.
Yeah. There'll be some overlap for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to have some. We'll have to trade lists so that we get unique, so that uniqueness occurs.
And hopefully Hammer will be able to join us.
I hope so too. I've not heard from him, by the way.
Hey Hammer, if you're listening, man, we love you.
How you doing, bud?
And we're got you in our thoughts, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
Let us know.
We missed you. We hope you're good. Feel better, my friend. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, bud.
And on that note, guys, please come by Minions of the Zoo tonight. I think Reject is hosting.
It's actually 3 of us are hosting. Reject, me, and Della Hayes are doing a long tag team match. We're going to start at 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to start half an hour early, and we're going to be doing some experimental stuff. It promises to be an interesting.
Do you need anybody?
Yes, I need you, and for my part, I would like to have you irate too, if you can swing it. It's going to be one of these things where I expect a lot of gifts will be dropping in. You probably won't stay for the whole thing, but Irate is such a friend of the Minions. Obviously, he has kind of a carte blanche.
Are we gonna sing anything?
If you can be on though. When I take over, because she's only going to host for like the first half an hour or 45 minutes, and so when I come on, I'll flip you the link if you can stand that, unless you talk with her and she flips you the link first. So we don't know how this is going to. We're completely playing this by ear.
Okay.
Wing 101.
I might be able to get Uzi to join us.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I always love having Uzi on. I know.
I'm trying to get her to sit in the chair next to me because this is a good mic and it'll pick her up, and we've got a adapter and shit for the headphones. So
absolutely,
that's what Pink Hollow and I do sometimes if his computer's being a dick.
Yeah.
He just comes in here and sits beside me.
Also, don't forget to shill the Blind and the Special.
Yes, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Pink Hollow and I will be doing the Blind and the Special together. We're trying to do stuff. We're trying to not to do so much news, maybe, and try and do a bit more conversation.
There you go.
So I hope you guys enjoy that. And the ice cream interview tomorrow. Who are you?
Wow. Thanks, Cattigat. Yeah, she's a friend of Minions, and
she does the IRS with Doc, right?
Occasionally. I don't know if she's been on that. What we have been doing is Cynical Lindsay, her, and myself have been doing this Game of Thrones breakdown, Walking Dead breakdown.
Okay.
talking about that kind of stuff. And then the next Sunday is Drunken Uncle.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very good.
It should be.
It's fun. Go
It should
join
be
Irate.
boring as fuck, right?
Oh shit! Next Saturday. We're not going to be doing Star Trek next Saturday. I'm sorry, guys. We're going up to the cottage for Alex and Pincalo's birthdays.
Ah,
Very good. Very good.
So, I will not be able to stream unless I make my phone a hotspot and burn all my data.
Don't do that.
So,
All right. Well, it's 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, we'll be doing Shockwave from Enterprise.
it's been long.
And I hope everyone has an amazing, amazing day. Come by Minions for the fun. Come by Blind in the Special tomorrow.
Love, peace, and different grace.
Star Trek is every Saturday. Check your logic, except for next Saturday, because I'll be not here.
I'm just feeling silly today. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry. It's fun. So I hope everyone has a good day. We'll see you guys later. Thanks, you guys, for joining me.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.